Hey, this is Anthony from OQ Play, and today we will be playing The Climb. So thanks for the developers for the code, and look out for our review very soon. I've only just got this
Achieved with
uh,
CryEngine.
yesterday, had a quick playthrough. As expected, the game is looking pretty good. So, welcome to The Climb. Um, in a minute, you'll see my hands instead of this quite low poly controllers. Um, So yeah, so you first sort of start with practice. You do the basic tutorial, and then once you do advanced, a few more maps, sort of areas start to get unlocked. Um, you start with the bay, Zen Bay. That's the first level, and I think today I did Canyon yesterday. That was another easy one, and Alps. Let's just try this today's playthrough. So basically, here's my amazing hands. Isn't that cool? And as they don't get any near a point where they can actually reach, they slightly close up. The default is to pull the triggers to grab, um, but um, I don't know. I think it feels more natural for the grip buttons um, to maneuver. The other button, the grip button, would be to chalk your hands. And these little blue bars, they deplete once you're sort of resting on the ledge, and then you'll basically lose. Once that reaches full red, you'll drop off. And if you're any higher, you're literally gonna tumble to your death. So I'm gonna quickly return to the main menu. It also confuses me sometimes that you have to use a face button and not the triggers to navigate the menus. I think that would be much more preferred. Um, I did switch this the other day, but for some reason, so I'm going to use grab. You've got triggers or grab, and I think the grab, because it's more of your fingers grabbing the ledge, it feels more natural than the triggers do. So we're going to go with that. Make sure that's in there. Yeah. Let's head back to the Alps. Right, here we are again. So let's get going. I must say the game. I've not played the Rift version, so I can't really compare. But visually, it's ticking all the boxes. Basically, this is a save point. As soon as you get to around this area, it saves your progress. So you can see here I need to chalk up, so using the triggers instead. And this basically makes your depletion go a lot slower, so you can actually spend more time climbing. If I press the B button, it will tell me my route. And now I've got to jump. So it's either letting go and releasing, or I can press the A button and just make sure I catch before it's too late. And I find pushing off and releasing a little bit harder to get right. So I always sort of default to the face button instead. I think I need to go this way. Yep. So some ledges are mostly within reach, some are slightly out of reach, so you've got to change your hand position sometimes. You can't really swap over. Like if I wanted to swap my right hand and left hand over now, I'd almost have to sort of do this to allow me to reach around and sort of do that. And I find with these levels, you don't really need to chalk up that much. As long as you rest a little bit, so if you're not going for a score, it's not really that important to chalk up on these levels. But every now and then, it's probably worth doing. Okay, so alright, okay, so how do we get on there? Okay. It's the monkey bars. And as you go in the game, the more things you start to unlock. You can customize your gloves, your watch, like a little band that you wear. Yeah, just gives you a little incentive if you want to sort of customize yourself. Okay, let's get that done. Okay, looks like. So you've kind of got A, B, and C points, and this is A that I'm coming up to now. Obviously, as you get higher towards B and C, it gets a little bit harder. So this is A. Okay. So as you reach in the bell, and this is like your next save point now. If it's not a previous point where you've clicked onto a carabiner. Alright, so push on to B. Looks like I'm going the hard way. Okay. Left a bit here. Hello, man. So apparently there's lots of little hidden extras that you can find, and that would be my first I've ever seen. So that's cool. So I think if you go for harder points, you might start seeing little tokens. There's a waterfall here. Rest of it. I lost my second there. You do get that a little bit from time to time. Also, when you get too close to the rock face, like that happens. And there's sometimes that you're going around a ledge or so on, and your face could be a bit too close to a rock. Okay, so walk up again. At the moment I can't grab that ledge. I might have to fall. So I've got to go around. The smaller little pieces like this one here and that one, they take a lot more energy to hang on to. You can imagine if you're holding on with the bag, little fingers, and how much stress that's going to be on your hands. So you can kind of get an idea how quickly your energy depletes there. So I think we're almost there. Maybe. I'm going to do another push. I think that's a little marker that shows you that there's, or it could be a hidden thing. So let's see if we can have a go. See if I can touch it. No. I like it that you do feel that you've got some, even though there's only a certain amount of ledges that you can actually grab, anything that's chalked in white. It does feel that you've got a lot of free climbing ability to get where you want. You don't feel that restricted. So we're on B, let the B, bring down. The graphics are nice. Up close, it is a little, I can see here, it's quite low quality, but it does the job. It does it well, considering this is running on a mobile hardware. But again, I can't really compare it to the Rift, so I'm sure it's got all the shadows and all that stuff. See how quickly those hands deplete. Okay, where we go? Okay, I might try and cut this bit off. Looks like I can't. Bye-bye. Okay. I'm gonna have to drop. It's quite scary if you have to like let go to drop yourself down to a lower level. You kind of do that kind of thing in things like Tomb Raider or Uncharted, and that's cool. Oh. Went for the camera. It was worth it. Not quite sure what happens there, but should have rested. So just when you think you might not know where to go, even though you've got the ability to find where your path is, this thing here, a lot of the route is around a corner, and it tells you this in the first tutorial. So it does help to sort of swing your body around your hands just to see where it is you can go. Wow, okay. grab that. So, okay. Hello, man. Okay, we got a zip wire here, which is cool. Now, the first time I did this, oh, it's actually a proper zip wire. Amazing. Previously, you just literally do like the monkey bars across the whole wire. So this is the first time I've had to go on a zip wire. That's cool. That was really cool to watch. I'm sure there'll be many more to come. Another gnome. Run out. Okay. Let's go around to the save point. Not risk it. Okay, looks like I might be able to put myself out here. Oh. The ledge up the standing. That's where I just come from. In harder levels, you've got you have to like dust off a ledge, and that's really terrifying a little bit because on harder levels where your stamina is depleting a lot quicker, you have to really quickly dust that ledge off so you can grab it. And it won't let you grab it unless you completely clear the ledge, and yeah, that's quite scary. Let's try and do this vertical. And if you like games like Uncharted and Tomb Raider, where you are doing this kind of thing but in third person, it's a whole different level being able to do it in VR. Almost there. Under there. So every time you reach the top, there's like a little set piece, depending where you are. And so far, it's getting buzzed by a bird. Almost like an Assassin's Creed. You can imagine plummeting, doing a Assassin's Creed plummet. That'd be quite cool. And you can imagine if that ever comes to VR in the near future from Ubisoft, who are known to be creating a VR material for potentially for the Quest. I can imagine doing all that this kind of climbing in Assassin's Creed in VR. That'd be amazing. Okay, I think I'll leave this here. I'll just get to the next bit where you see your scores. Achievement unlocked. That's a good score. I'm back here again, so you can see the gear. Let's do a quick overview of this. So here's my hands. Oh, a bit close that time. And here you can customize your the gloves you want. The more you do well in the game, the more they start to get unlocked. Almost looks like paint on my hands rather than a glove. So there's that, and you can change your watches. This pink one's just unlocked me. And wristbands. I don't think they actually do anything. Just makes it look a little bit nicer to look at. Can't quite make out what that says. Fresh. Well, that's quite cool. So that actually has a purpose. Shame more don't do that. That's a nice touch. I'm gonna keep that one. And again, you can change your gender, so you can actually have more female hands and change the skin tone. Alright, so that was a brief look at the climb in the Alps, and hopefully I'll get to do some more, and I just have a few more. But it's a great game, worth the price, looks great, and please do check out my review soon. Alright, that's it for now. Take care. See you soon. Bye.